Welcome to our lesson 3. Let us continue from where we left last time. We were looking onto how to add outlines to text, the outline to text. In that outline, our outline size was 1 point, so you can reduce this to 0.5 and see it reduces. Change the color of the outline. See how it appears. See now how it appears. So you can always play around with this to general application of this particular tool. I would like us to see all of these tools. You can just browse over and see what they do, each and every one of them. Let us go to the paragraph. The paragraph, just like I've said, you just move. This is just to place them center. You just horizontal alignment. This is align left, the normal align left, and such. So majorly this is just to do with paragraph alignment. Majorly the paragraph formattings that we have are majorly to do with paragraph alignment. Yeah, you can click on that to give you the words if you want. Justification spacing settings, that will customize a lot of that. Left, center, right, full justify, forced justify. Full justify and forced justify, the difference between full justify and forced justify in CorelDraw is the forced justify, even if it's the end of the line. If a line is at the end of the paragraph and it ends from let us just try to apply it and see how it works. I have pressed F4 to return everything on view. So when you click on full justify, you see this one ends here. But when you use forced justify, you see even the text which was reaching here is now extended to the end of that paragraph. Yes, that is the paragraph formatting. You can format, for example, the line spacing and such. To select the whole paragraph, you just click on the text tool, and there you say Control A. Control A is Control All. So you can apply the formattings just like you want. First line indent, this is first line indent. Let's say you want the first line to have an indent of a particular size. This is left line indent. You can align from both the right and the left. This is right line indent. Yeah. Vertical spacing units. Line spacing. Line spacing, for example, is just the spaces between the lines. So this has put it all this in paragraph. This is line spacing. So if you want to change the line spacing of your paragraph, then you use that. Space before paragraph, just like in Word. After paragraph spacing, just like in Word. Character spacing, that is individual. If you have a word like church, if you add a word like church there, you want to have it like character spacing, the space between each characters of that particular word. That one you use character paragraph. Language spacing, word spacing. Word is between church and off and England and such. So that is briefly to do with paragraph, just the spacing and right, left, alignment, line spacing and such. If you go to the frame, this is just now the whole frame. This can allow you to align your whole frame, that is the text frame that is there. Most of these things are not difficult. This is the background color. You realize if you're giving the background color to that particular text box that you've drawn, it gives the color to the all of the text, not just the space where the paragraph is. So for example, if you only want to fill the background including these spaces, but realize when we use the character spacing and use this background color, it's different from this. it doesn't fill these spaces. This one fills only the spaces with text, but the one that you fill the whole text frame works with the entire text box. Yeah. The other thing that is there in the frame is the number of columns. This is one way of making the number of columns. If I have my text box and I want them to appear in several columns, I can say 2 columns. When I say 2 columns, it gives me the possibility of modifying the space just like a normal. If you say 3 columns, it appears there, and you can determine the gutter size, these sizes. So if, for example, you're working with a big magazine which has like 5 columns in an